Hello and welcome back to the Listen to My podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mary Claire May. That is May, not Mia. This is going to be episode 10. This is just going to be a little Q&A session, and ask me anything if you will, because I figured it was time I do a solo podcast episode. I put up some questions on my Instagram story. Not questions, I said people could ask questions. And some of them did, so let's see what they are. I have them on multiple accounts, that's why I'm taking a minute to find them. I swear I've tried to record this like 4 times, but my audio was just malfunctioning, and then it started raining, and you could hear that in the background. Right now, you can't hear anything, I think, because the rain has stopped. So hopefully that's gonna stay. Okay, let's see. First question of today. Caroline, my sister, asked, describe to us what the best lunch is. Caroline, the best lunch, you know what the best lunch is. It is a PB&J with sweet potatoes and cucumbers with tzatziki sauce, because PB&Js are legit my favorite food. And that was like my quarantine food, like my random lunch I'd make because it was easy. But then I started really liking PB&Js, so now I have them quite a bit. They are my go-to when I don't know what to make. And sweet potatoes are also amazing. They're just one of my favorite foods. I made a sweet potato gnocchi yesterday. I'm not eating it. I just made it to freeze, like meal prep. And, I think that's going to be better than regular gnocchi because sweet potatoes are superior. Anyway, I digress, because another amazing part of that lunch is the tzatziki sauce. When I was little, my family would have salmon a lot for dinner, like grilled salmon and like asparagus and rice. One of the best dinners, but I would just like slather everything into tzatziki sauce. Don't really know why, but I still do it, and it's just so good. And now I love like a lot of Greek food, and I sometimes make like Greek bowls for lunch, and I love having tzatziki in there. It's just the best. So thanks, Caroline, for that amazing question. Emma Webb asked, what's a dream of yours that could possibly change your life if you really committed to it? Now, I've been trying to think of an answer to this for like 2 days now, and I kind of got nothing. Like, I have dreams, of course, but they're not like big dreams that would change my life. Like, career-wise, I want to do something with food or music, and so I think I want to double major in like music and like marketing or media studies or something kind of like good in general like that, so that I can kind of use whatever degree that is to go into like food publishing or like music. Honestly, I don't really know how that's going to work out. I figure that like in college maybe I'll have a big dream that I can work towards, but right now it's just like I like doing a lot of random little things. Like I bake all the time. I started my baking business and stuff, and I feel like those are little steps I am taking towards like one day writing cookbooks or something. But honestly, I don't have anything specific. I've thought of starting a YouTube channel, and I just got TikTok because I think I want to make baking videos too, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that was definitely like a deeper question, so thank you for asking it. I don't know if that was a great answer, but that's what we've got. Sophia asked, what would you do with 3 wishes? And take one of this. I came up with some, but they were really random, so we're gonna try again. Oh geez. Honestly, Sophia, I don't know. I think my first one last time, and I'm gonna stick with it, is to meet Conan Gray, because I'm kind of obsessed with him right now. Like his music and his humor, and he's just great, and I feel like just be really fun getting to know him and be friends with him. So maybe one day I'll be friends with Conan Gray. That's my first wish. Second wish is to move to England, because I want to make that happen somehow, even if it's just like in college, going for like a semester abroad. My whole knowledge of England comes from Jane Austen books and movies, so I don't know how accurate it is, but maybe there are parts where I can still go to a Regency style ball. So that would be pretty dang awesome. Third wish. I don't know if I should go like serious with this one or not. Yeah, third wish is Okay, I guess this is more of a dream of mine that I have a little bit, but a wish is to have a cooking show. I think that would be really fun. Like, my favorite cooking show of all time is Nadia Bakes. It's like a limited series on Netflix, but that like made me fall in love with baking again. Like a year ago when I watched that, it made me want to experiment more with like flavors and baking and just try everything. And so yeah, I think it would be really cool to have my own cooking show. But yeah, the most important wish is definitely the Kona Gray one. Pablo asked, okay, so he didn't actually ask this. Only the second part came in. I had to like go back and clarify what on earth he was asking. So all I got was in the questions, if that's too spicy, don't do it. I was like, okay, what is that? He asked, gotta find it in my DMs. He said, is this what a pro-life feminist looks like? If he's talking about me, yes it is. I'm very feminist. Like, I've definitely written, whenever we have an option for like what to write for a research paper or something, I always end up talking about sexism. I wrote a paper about sexism in sports. Not that that makes me like the most knowledgeable feminist or something, but like you can tell I definitely am like, whoa, this is an important cause. But I'm also very pro-life, which I know a lot of people are going to disagree with, which is fine. But you know, those are my views. And I think that those two are compatible because I believe in the protection of life and I believe in the protection of women's equality. So yeah, I don't really want to go like deep into that because that is kind of a heavy topic for this. But yep, the answer is yes, Pablo. Isabel asked, how are the skates? So I went to Altered State with my friend Isabel, and that was my first time there, but I immediately found these roller skates on sale, and I was like, well, this is what I need. And I didn't get them that time, and then I kept trying to go back and find them, but they didn't have them in my size, so I finally ordered them online and got these adorable cherry patterned roller skates, and I absolutely love them, Isabel. However, I've only used them once, which is kind of a problem because I wanted to learn how to use them, and I'm not exactly good yet, but it's fine. I'll learn. The problem is it's like I don't want to just go roller skating down my street and end up like falling because I live on a hill, so that sounds a little problematic, but there are like some flat areas kind of near me, so maybe I'll go in there. I also talked Sophia into getting skates with me, so we keep saying we're gonna go and skate together and learn, so maybe that'll hold me accountable. Skates are awesome. I encourage everyone to get roller skates. Like, why not? And to your second question, Isabel, on here, want to go on a back to school shopping date with me? Yes, I would love to. Okay, I actually am so excited for back to school stuff. That doesn't mean that I'm excited for school, because like I always say I am, and then I get to school and I end up just doing homework and being like busy all the time with like such random stuff. So like, yeah, no, school kind of sucks because it's school. But like the back to school season, I swear I have like a Mary Claire fall edition that comes out August to October. And I just get so hyped for all the typical fall stuff. Like, yes, pumpkins and pumpkin spice, though I've never had a pumpkin spice latte, so you can't quite call me super basic. Never done that. But I probably will. Anyway, I get very excited for back to school, including like back to school shopping. The one thing I like always get super excited to buy is a planner. So I want to go to Target and pick out the perfect planner this year. So yeah, that's I guess what I'll be doing the week before school. Also, my school, probably the school of most people listening, we have a uniform, but seniors are allowed to wear whatever socks they want. So I told one of my friends we're gonna go back to school sock shopping because, you know, we can't buy fun new outfits, unfortunately. I don't like uniforms, if you can't tell, but we can buy socks. So I will definitely be buying like a crap ton of random socks. It's gonna be awesome. Let's see. On the Listen to Me Insta. Oh, by the way, follow me at Listen _2_May, spelled MEA. That's the Instagram for this podcast. Let's see. Daniel asks, would you rather have unlimited bacon but more games? No more games. Or games, unlimited games but no games. Pretty sure you asked this like 5 episodes ago. Don't really remember how I responded to it. So I'm going to say yes. That is my final answer. Thank you for the wonderful question, Daniel. That is great. Switching Instagram accounts to find the rest of the questions. And I figure I'll probably just end up talking about like random stuff too at the end of this episode. You know, it's Q&A plus other stuff. Okay, let's see. Melanie asks, how are you feeling about senior year? Excited? Nervous? Funnily enough, that I just talked about back to school. I guess I am pretty excited for senior year because, you know, like sophomore year, I was hybrid, so that year kind of sucked, not gonna lie. And then junior year was pretty good in terms of my high school years. Like school's been getting better over the years, but I've never been someone who's like, oh, yippee, I get to go to school, you know? So like last year was okay, but I think this year's gonna like build and get even better. And like, you know, I have the friends I made last year, and hopefully I'll make like even more new friends at my school. So yeah, I guess I'm pretty excited for senior year. I'm definitely nervous about like APs and college apps because that's all really stressful. But like everyone gets through it, so I guess I will too. I am really excited for college apps too. Like kind of nervous and well, definitely nervous about getting into college, but like I've already taken my SATs and like I have my final scores for that. I basically know all the information I will need going into like filling out the Common App, so that's great. But I'm really excited to like see where I end up for school because that's like a really big decision. But I have like my college list, and I think I like all the colleges on there, so I'm pretty excited about that aspect. Also, there are a lot of fun like traditions at my school for seniors, like super dance, as I'm sure everyone listening knows. Like maybe I'll do that as a senior. I could have done that last year too, like gone on to a committee for it, but like I didn't. So another opportunity to do that this year. Also, I'm like leading an a cappella choir, and I kind of can't wait to force my choir to sing One Direction songs, you know? Like pretty hyped for that. And then Melanie's next question, what are you most excited for? I think I just answered like 5 things I'm excited for. Definitely forcing my choir to sing whatever I want. But like what I'm actually the most excited for on a day-to-day basis is I am taking guitar this year. And I started to teach myself guitar last year, but I only ended up learning like a few chords. And so I can't play much. So I'm really excited to be able to just like take that every day and, you know, like learn the right way instead of trying to teach myself chords. Melanie also said, I need new William Henson Rex. I have many for you. First of all, his latest song, She's Hot, is pretty great. I will say I also saw that live because he's come to DC a few times recently, and it's a great song. My actual all-time favorite song ever in the world is George Harrison. I forced basically all my friends to listen to it. I'm not talking about the singer George Harrison. I'm talking about the song George Harrison by William Henson. Go look it up. It's just such a great song. I feel like I will keep listening to that for literally the rest of my life. And then my second favorite of his songs is 1, 2, 3. No explanation necessary. And then another last one by him is Help. It's great. And, you know, if you ever want to concern people, just like play it a lot and they'll be like, are you okay? Do you need help? And you're like, yes, I do need more of this song in my life. So there are your recommendations. Emma Coleman asks, is pineapple good on everything? Honestly, yeah. I'm a pineapple on pizza person. Emma and I kind of had a whole like debate with a lot of people last year about what pineapple is good on. And Emma, it is good on steak. Never tried it, but I'm just going to say it's good on steak. I don't really have any other thoughts about that. It's just pineapple's great. Ooh, it is really good in smoothies. And Emma Coleman also asked, is Peppa really British? I actually never have seen Peppa the Pig. So, I'm obviously an authority. I am the expert on Peppa the Pig. Peppa the Pig? Peppa Pig? I don't know which one it is, but I'm obviously still the expert. So I'm going to say Peppa is British. Sometimes my sister, Caitlin, and I, actually both my sisters, we all just slip into British accents occasionally, which I find fun. And if you don't find that fun, then you're boring. So it's fun. But yeah, so I would say Peppa really is British. Just kidding. I hate when people are like, I'm British. Look at my British accent. That's the worst thing in the world. Like, I felt cringy just saying that right now. So if you're going to do a British accent, like, please put some effort in. And that's the extent of my public displays of accents. PDA. That's what PDA really stands for, by the way, guys. It's public displays of accents. Seriously, though, like in everyday life, I just kind of go up to my friends and I'm like, I'm not going to demonstrate now because I can't think of anything, but, I just go up and try to do Russian accents or British accents, and it's great. It really adds some fun to your day when you have a joke with someone that you're secretly Russian spies. That's totally not from experience. And someone asked what the best type of cake is. I very, very strongly believe that carrot cake is the best cake. If you haven't already picked up on this, I bake a lot. And I will use any excuse I can to make carrot cake or like carrot cake cupcakes or carrot muffins that basically taste like carrot cake. I don't know. There's just something about like the spices in it and the cinnamon, which is a spice, duh. But my bad. Anyway, and like the moisture of the carrots. What else is in carrot cake? I don't know, like walnuts, pecans. Those are good too, I guess. I do love cream cheese frosting though. I don't know. It's just a great combo. There's not like a lot more I can say about carrot cake. But I do really love like putting carrots in everything. I didn't even like carrots until this year. Like I was okay with them boiled, but I refused to eat raw carrots until I started liking hummus, which was this year. Because I feel like whenever I eat raw carrots, I end up just feeling like I'm choking. I'm not choking, but it's like hard to swallow in a way. So the only way I can eat carrots is if I have a dip on them for some reason. But now I'm obsessed with hummus, so it works, But I do love a good piece of carrot cake. I currently work at a bakery, and I once was getting a piece of carrot cake because we're allowed to like take home sweets sometimes. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go get a piece of cake. And my coworker was like, and you're going with carrot cake? You're an old person. Is that really an old person thing to like carrot cake? Like, I just think it's the best cake, but I got made fun of at a literal bakery for liking a type of cake, so I know it's all subjective, but is it really subjective? It's like when people say they don't like chocolate. Like, yeah, you're entitled to your own opinion, but chocolate is objectively amazing, so, Anyway, I think that's the end of my questions from Instagram that I can answer at the moment. There's one about a documentary that I will watch it. I swear I will, but I just did not have time recently. So next episode, I'll talk about the documentary. But yeah, I always say that I want to ask my guests questions, and I haven't really solidified what those questions are. So I should probably choose a few and like have a standard set, but whatever. For now, I'm just going to say some random stuff. I do usually ask what people's... One moment. Okay, I'm back. I've had a few interruptions, but we're back. So I've gone through all my like Q&A questions, and I was about to say what my current favorite song was. One of my friends recently like reintroduced me to Bruno Major, who I'd heard his songs on TikTok and like Reels a lot, like a few months ago, but then I recently started like listening, and I really love his song Nothing. It's just like one of those kind of nice, like sweet, slow love songs. It's just nice. What other questions do I ask people? I think I ask what their favorite food is sometimes. Do I say that? But I already said PB&J. So, yeah, I'm just going to talk about some random stuff now. First thing is Be Real. It's, I honestly don't know how big that is as, like, a platform. Do people use it a lot? It's a social media. If you don't know what it is, honestly, I don't think I'm going to describe it well, so look it up. But it's like you take one photo every day, but, like, you get an alert at a random time each day to do it, and you have 2 minutes to do it. And I don't know how many friends people have on there usually, but, like, you can't see followers. So, you know, the point is to be real. It's like the anti-social media social media. And I actually kind of like it because guess who I've added on there? William Henson. So, you know, we see each other's be reals every day, which I feel pretty cool about. William, if you ever listen to this, hi, you are awesome. Anywho, I do like Be Real. It's kind of cool. Yeah, my sister, Caitlin, she just moved out to go to med school, and, like, she's really busy with med school, so, like, I haven't been able to talk to her as much, but it's kind of nice. I, like, see her random whereabouts on Be Real every day, so that's actually pretty fun. I really do like it. Another thing I was going to talk about is fall, but, like, I feel like I should save that for a fall episode. And, yeah, I guess you could say I'm being, like, typical, like, people say, like, basic white girls. Oh, they always love pumpkin spice lattes and everything. My brother mostly makes fun of me from all my fall stuff, but, like, I truly do really get excited for fall when August 1 hits, and I'm holding off on baking anything with pumpkin until September, or at least until school starts, but, like, I am pretty hyped about fall. I can't remember how much I talked about it earlier, so I'll probably keep it there, but, like, I don't know. It's partly the baker in me because, you know, new seasonal flavors like Christmas flavors or, like, strawberries in summer. I don't know. I get excited to make all the different things. Speaking of which, I still really want to make homemade ice cream before the summer's out. Mental note to do that. But, like, there's just something different about fall flavors. Like, I really do love pumpkin. It tastes pretty similar to sweet potato, which is great for, like, you can swap them out for things, which is awesome. Also, I feel like once it's fall, oatmeal just hits different again. Like, I've been having baked oats and overnight oats and some oatmeal, but, like, oatmeal in a bowl hits different when it's September. It really does, especially if you have, like, pumpkin spice oatmeal, you know? It's just different. And I have never tried a pumpkin spice latte, so I think this is the year I will try it. Honestly, I'm mostly excited for fall baking. And so here's the funny thing is that I get excited for fall clothes and then I don't wear them because I have a uniform. It happens every year, but next year, you know, I'm going to go off to college and I'm going to need clothes, so maybe I will get fall clothes this year for next year. Yeah. Random stuff. What else was I going to talk about? Baking. So last couple of days, like, my mom's been out of town. Caitlin just moved. I haven't, like, planned a lot. I've gotten some homework done, but mostly I've been doing nothing. And nothing turned into baking. So today I made pizza dough and then froze it. And then I think I'm about to go make pie crust just to freeze it. So I can, like, use it for quiche and stuff. I don't know. But, like, there's something so therapeutic about baking. I think it's true of all baking, but it feels especially cool with yeast baking, which I honestly don't do a lot, but maybe that's why it's special and therapeutic, is because it's, like, more of a rare event. I don't know, kneading dough is kind of, like, active and it takes, like, your concentration. But I don't know, there's something about, like, I don't know, listening to music and following a recipe and going step by step. It's just very soothing and creative, and yeah, I have been doing that basically all day, and that's probably what I'll do until school starts. I made this massive meal plan thing for all my school lunches because I'm a foodie. I love having good school lunches, you know? That's important to me. So I would make fancy lunches a lot last year, but not super fancy, but I'd like them to be fancier, but I also have zero time during the school year, so I was like, okay, here's the plan. Sundays are meal prep days, and I made my giant guide for like what I can make on Sundays. And I'm very type A, and I'm like so excited that I have a plan for that. I'm so hyped that I can like every Sunday pull out my list and be like, this is the week I'm gonna make baked Greek meatballs, because that's one of the items, you know? It's one of the random things I get really excited about. Lists and cooking combined. So it's a great combo. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of what I've been doing lately. I've also been reading a lot. My mom randomly watches a lot of British TV. So growing up, I always heard about this show called Grantchester, and I was like, oh, cool. That's just a random masterpiece show. But I found it at the library like a few weeks ago, and it turns out it's based on a book series, and the book series is actually pretty great. I said before that I want to move to England. I actually do love a lot of British stuff. Like, I'm definitely an Anglophile, and one of the things I love that is vaguely British is Grantchester, the mystery series. It takes place in, I think, Oxford or something like that. I don't have a great memory, but yeah, I love all things British right now. Like, I'm obsessed with Jane Austen, like I said earlier, and I have watched Pride and Prejudice twice in the past week and a half, I want to say, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but I also watched like all the other Jane Austen movies. And not that I haven't read the books. I'm not like, oh, I've only seen the movies, because the books are better, in my opinion, for Jane Austen. But like, I'm obsessed. I am absolutely obsessed, and now I refuse to watch any show that's not British. So like I said, I just watched, wait, I didn't say this. Oh geez, this was one in one of my other takes, but I recently watched Heartstopper. I thought I would hate that show, but it was amazing. And it was British, and they played rugby instead of football, and I was like, this is cool. I like it. So, yeah. And, like I was saying, Nadia Bakes is one of my favorite cooking shows, or my favorite cooking show. And she's British, and she's awesome. And I don't know. I think accents are very fun and soothing to watch. The one thing I cannot stand the Great British Bake Off anymore. I loved the first few seasons with, those original hosts when it was what everyone thinks of as the Great British Bake Off, but now I feel like it's totally changed because they changed the judges, and I just can't watch it anymore. So that's my hot take, is that the Great British Bake Off is not fun anymore. Like, it used to be more serious, and I like my baking series, That's not true at all. I literally listen to Bruno Mars and dance while I bake. So I'm not like, oh, it's the most serious thing ever, but Great British Bake Off should feel more tense than it does. I started a new season the other day because I was like, oh, I want a British show. And it opened on all the judges in wigs pretending to play in a rock band, and I was like, this isn't even funny. It's not like they did a really funny thing to open up the season. It was just this is what I imagine boomers think is funny to kids, but it's not. I don't know. It just didn't feel right. Yeah. I think that's where I'm going to end it for today. I don't know how much I'll edit out, so I don't know if this is a very long episode. But I don't know. I didn't really have a lot of random questions I felt like I needed to get out into the world. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions. I am going to try to make this a more bi-weekly podcast. I just took 3 months off out of nowhere because I kind of forgot to do episodes and I got lazy with them, but I'm back on. This will hopefully be posted 2 weeks after the last episode. So hopefully you'll be listening to this on August 6th. And yeah, so stay tuned for those now bi-weekly episodes. Let me know if there's any specific topics you want to hear about, or questions you have, because even if it's not a Q&A, we can totally answer those questions in upcoming episodes. Stay tuned. I will definitely have a fall episode. It's gonna happen whether or not you want it. I will be talking about pumpkin nonstop. It's gonna be awesome. So have a great week. Go listen to William Henson and go learn to bake if you haven't ever baked before. Love ya. Bye.